The market is not a stage. It is a mirror. Before you click the button, before you let your finger touch the mouse, ask yourself a question that most men are too afraid to answer in the dark. Are you a trader, or are you a gambler wearing a suit? I see them everywhere now. They sit in front of the monitors, they see the green and red candles flickering like the lights of a pachinko parlor, and they feel a rush in their chest. That rush is a poison. It is the siren song of the ego. If you feel excitement when you win, if you feel a high like a drug coursing through your veins when the piano turns green, you are not trading. You are gambling with your life. I don't feel anything. If I make 10 million yen, I eat my ramen. If I lose 10 million yen, I eat my ramen. The moment you seek a rush, you have handed the keys of your soul to the market. And the market is a cruel god that demands total sacrifice. Do you predict, or do you react? The gambler tries to predict. He wants to be a prophet. He wants to stand in front of his peers and say, I knew it would go here. He wants to be right so he can impress people he doesn't even like. The trader does not care about being right. The trader only cares about being aligned with reality. I do not predict where the Nikkei will go. I do not have a crystal ball. I watch the tape. I see the footprint of the giants, and I react. I am like a leaf on a river. The leaf does not tell the river which way to flow. The leaf does not argue with the current. The leaf simply moves. If you try to fight the river, you will drown. If you try to predict the river, you will be left behind on the bank, talking to yourself while the water passes you by. Ask yourself, are you clicking buttons to flex? Are you trading so you can tell yourself you are doing something? Most people cannot sit still. They feel that if they are not in a trade, they are losing time. They feel invisible if they aren't active. They click because they are bored. They click because they want to feel powerful in a world that makes them feel small. I have spent weeks staring at the screen without clicking once. Mastery is not about how many trades you take. Mastery is about the trades you have the strength to refuse. Can you describe your setup in 2 sentences? If you cannot, you do not have a setup. You have a wish. You have a hope. And hope is not a strategy. I spent years in the absolute darkness of discretionary trading. It was my greatest teacher, and it was my most brutal enemy. Discretionary trading is the highest form of the art. It is the intuition of the soul, but for the new man, it is a death sentence. It will cost you everything. It will take your savings, it will take your sleep. It will take your sanity. It took me so many years to understand the silent language of the tape. And even then, when I thought I was the master, the market found a way to break me. I went broke. I want you to hear that. I did not start at the top. I went broke. Not once. Not twice. Many times. I have sat in this small room with 0 yen, staring at the wall, wondering if I was truly a maniac. I have seen the black swan. I have seen the moment where the world changes in an instant, and all your logic becomes dust in the wind. In an instant, everything you built for a year can vanish in a second. If you are trading on a feeling without the iron foundation of discipline, the black swan will find you. It is looking for you. And it will end you. Do you tell people how much you make? Do you show the screenshots to strangers to feel important? I never told a soul. I kept my numbers in the dark. I didn't want the congratulations. I didn't want the envy. I stayed so quiet for so long that by the time people figured it out, it was too late to stop me. I had already moved beyond their world. I only spoke when the numbers were so large that the silence itself became a noise they could no longer ignore. If you are still trying to impress people, you are not ready for millions. The ego wants to be seen. The bank account wants to be left alone. You cannot have both. You must choose. Are you here to be famous, or are you here to be free? If you are a gambler, go to the casino. The lights are brighter there. The drinks are free, and the end is much faster. But if you are a trader, put down your pride. Simplify your setup until it is a sharp, cold blade. Stop trying to be a genius. Stop trying to predict the future. The future does not exist yet. There's only the tape. There's only the order book. There's only the now. Are you reacting? Or are you just clicking to feel alive? You see, the market is a vacuum. It sucks the life out of those who bring emotion to the table. I watch the others. I watch them celebrate. I watch them cry. I watch them throw their chairs when the price didn't do what they expected. Expected? What a dangerous word. To expect anything from the market is to assume you are its master. You are not. You are a guest. A guest who can be kicked out at any second. When I went broke, I didn't blame the market. I didn't blame the manipulators. I didn't blame the banks. I blamed the man in the mirror. I realized that I was trying to flex. I was trying to prove I was smarter than the millions of other souls on the other side of the screen. That was my mistake. You don't need to be smarter. You just need to be more disciplined. You need to be the one who can sit in a room alone for 10 hours and do nothing if the setup isn't there. Most people fail because they are searching for a thrill. They want the market to be an adventure. I want the market to be a chore. I want it to be as boring as watching paint dry. Because when it is boring, it means I am in control. When it is boring, it means my ego is dead. Do you have the dedication to be hated? Do you have the dedication to be called a failure by your family for years? In Japan, we are taught to follow the path. Go to school. Get the job. Serve the company. I broke the path. I became a ghost. I accepted that I might never be understood. And that acceptance gave me a power that no salaryman will ever know. Stop clicking. Start watching. If you can see the setup in the first 5 seconds, it's not there. If you have to squint, if you have to draw 100 lines, if you have to ask a friend, you are gambling. A real setup screams at you. It is obvious. It is inevitable. But you will only hear it if you stop talking. Stop talking to your friends. Stop talking to the charts. Just listen. The market is moving. The next tick is coming. It is the same rhythm it has had since the beginning of time. Fear and greed. Greed and fear. The names change. The assets change. The technology changes. But the human heart, the heart that wants to flex, the heart that wants to gamble, that never changes. Don't be a human. Be a machine. Be a ghost. Be the one who turns 13,000 into 150 million without ever raising his voice. Stay in the room. Protect your secret. And for the love of everything sacred, stop trying to be right. Just be profitable. The tape is waiting. Are you reacting? Or are you still trying to be a genius?